Well, landslides pretty much happen anywhere in the world where there's slopes. So, for example, you don't see very many landslides in the Netherlands. There just aren't any slopes there for them to happen on. But anywhere else that there are slopes, there are landslides. In the UK, there are about 14,000 known active landslides, and that's probably just the tip of the iceberg. But the real landslide hotspot of the world is, in fact, the Himalayas, the southern edge of the Himalayan arc, where the mountains rise from the flat plains of northern India. And where the monsoon rainfall comes sweeping across every summer. That's where landslides really happen at their maximum. We combine two key approaches. I mean, one is we do a lot of work in the field, out measuring landslides. So we put instruments into slopes and measure the rainfall, but also how much they move, how the water in the soil is changing, and we try to understand them from that perspective. And then we bring samples of the landslide material back to the lab, and we replicate the conditions in the slope in our machines so that we can control the way that the landslide is behaving. And we try to explore the way that the water pressure, the sort of dynamic stresses from earthquake shaking, and the materials interact to cause the slope to fail. We also try to do landslide work that's very applied. So we work with real landslide problems. So an example is a couple of years ago in northern Pakistan, a big landslide came down and blocked the Hunza River valley. And there were about 60,000 people downstream who were threatened by a potential flood when the landslide dam collapsed. So I worked very closely with the Pakistan government and with the army and with some NGOs to develop a warning system should the breach occur, to evacuate the people who were in the most dangerous positions, and to create information systems so that people understood the hazard that they were facing. And through a combination of those, we were able to manage the hazard, and in fact no one was killed when the flood occurred.